No man, lesson number 20. How do I even... I'm like walking around because I'm trying to have this be as natural as possible. This is literally just me talking to my future selves and my past selves. Like, I just have no regard for quality or coherence anymore because, again, as I have stated in one of the lessons, words can only describe, if only I can like manifest a physical embodiment of whatever the heck all this is supposed to be. But lesson number 20, building the courage to not know. And how I would put this is through this statement. The three words, I don't know, probably holds as much significance in my life as I love you. I don't know. I'm not saying in like a good or bad sense. I'm just how much it moves something within me. Like, it has been an integral part of my life for the most part, especially in the past 3 to 5 years. You know, whether it be during the pandemic or when I got myself into PUBG Mobile, like those are just like very uncertain things. In the pandemic, nobody knows when it's gonna end. Like, when is this whole lockdown thing gonna be over? When I gambled in PUBG, like this is a very shot in the moon type of play, right? Like, I could be spending my days studying for college instead of like doing this, but like I'm grinding on and on in the hopes that I'll make it big. But like, you know, you could argue the same thing with almost everything I do. Getting into chess, getting back into badminton, dating my first girlfriend, moving here, miles away from the comfort of my own home when I literally just moved there. Like, even now, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like going in circles and I'm not even sure if somebody's looking at me. And I just don't care, you know? Like, one of those lessons was just like, let them judge. Threshold for happiness is me being able to do this. Leave something for my future self to watch and maybe laugh at. So hopefully future homers and past homers alike, hopefully you're having a good time in your birthdays as well. But like, can you now bear rather the words I don't know? It probably is as important as the courage to be disliked, the courage to be loved, the courage to be happy, the courage to, this sounds like very obvious, the courage to conquer our fears. And you could say that uncertainty is my fear in this case. But what I would definitely say as to why this is even a lesson in the first place, it's more of a narrative, because it just sums up almost every other lesson in this 19 lesson list. A lot of them is either directly correlated because of trying to mitigate the I don't know effect, or at the very least, I cannot cope with the fact that I cannot do anything about the fact that I don't know what to do. I don't know what happens tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna get out of this alive. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this breakup. I don't know if I can handle this whole council thing. I don't know if I'm gonna handle this whole GDG lead thing. I don't know if this whole TikTok thing will work out. I don't know if this video will turn out well. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And this kind of ties into the whole optimize for sustainability thing and the whole it never ends. I have convinced that there's like a point in my life where I would be able to sit down and say like, oh, okay, I got it. I know it now. But just as I said last year, there is no it is to what it is. And this is probably just like a sub-variation of that. It's the second form of there is no it to it is what it is, which would be I don't know what it is. Which, if you think about it, it's actually the other way around. Because if I already knew back then that there was no it to it is what it is, why am I now claiming that I don't know what it is? Because the thing is, and this is the whole self-aware does not excuse incompetence, which is like classic Homer line. Even though I knew the fact that there was no it to be found, you know, like dark hallways are just dark hallways. I think I skipped a lesson there because I wasn't able to talk about this. Dark hallways are just dark hallways. Never-ending spirals are just never-ending spirals. I knew that there was no it to it is what it is, and yet I still went out on this whole self-defining adventure trying to find that very it, when I literally said there was no it. And well, what did I find? I ended up where I started. Tried to snoop every corner, trying to check if there's like some form of like golden egg, that some hidden wisdom, you know, some sage would come up and tell me, oh yeah, this is how you deal with this whole life thing, this is how you move on from that breakup. Like I said, life doesn't make sense. It will just keep teaching me the lesson, and look where I found myself again. The same lesson, just repackaged in a different wording, in a different costume. It's a different stage, but it's the same character. And I'm gonna stand back up again because I'm trying to calm myself down, because this is really making me frustrated. This lesson is actively in my life, in every day, whether it be big or small. The small things tell on us, right? The little things. And I'm 20 now. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen in the next decade. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow or in the next hour or two. Probably people will be greeting me happy birthday or something, and like, I don't know what just fell. I don't know why that scares me. I'm probably convincing myself that I am scared. I don't know that too. Okay, this is just one whole comedy if you think about it. So yeah, I don't think I'm really going anywhere with this. That's why I might just make this its own video. We have, okay, there's that danger, the have to word. It would highly be recommended, future homers, and to everybody who happens to be watching this, that we gain some form of comfort. Not necessarily peace, but like comfort. Be able to tolerate, to be able to sit down, to be able to stand here and say, I don't know, and that's fine. I'm working towards that. You know, I don't know how my ex is doing. I don't know if that would have worked out. I don't know if that whole PUBG Mobile thing in another universe, there probably was a future there. I don't know if I should have kept up chess. I don't know if I have a chance at romance again. I don't know if I'm gonna graduate on time. But like, I just want to be able to say all that and like not feel heavy at all. And well, at least I'm here. At least I'm 20. And as ChatGPT would say, yes, you're 20. Not fixed, not broken, just unfinished. Sounds so bad, but like it does make sense if you think about it. And when am I gonna be finished? That's the wrong question apparently, because all roads lead back to I don't know anyway. So it's not about trying to replace I don't know, but more so learning to live with that in every aspect of life, whether it be my future, my family, my friends, my love life, my questionable decisions. Just have to keep moving, you know, like left, no, that's not the left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, going and going. And as many philosophies as I'd like to learn, as many podcasts I would listen to hours on end, as many things I wish I knew at 20, videos I might have watched, none of them would be able to solve, you know, like I said, it's my problem. The I don't know problem is my problem. Therefore, it's up to me to come up with an I don't know solution. Which, if you think about it, is some form of like, it doesn't check out even grammatically, because life isn't meant to be solved. It's meant to be lived out. And as you can see, it's essentially the epitome, or like just the amalgamation of all the other lessons put into one. I would like to end this by crediting, I guess, this movie I just watched. The previous department council president told me to watch it because he told me I would relate to the character, or the main character rather, Project Hail Mary. So, slight spoilers here. The main character is just like me, you know, like insecure in a sense where we would cut ourselves short. We've done amazing things in the past, you know, we've done incredible things, but we just refuse to believe it. And that's why we're so anxious as to whether or not we'd be able to pull off the next thing. You know, we don't know if we have it in ourselves. I don't know if I can get the job done. But time and time again, we get the job done anyway. So what's the point of worrying? And in that movie, the main character had to be like sedated in order for him to be sent into space. 95% of people would say no to being sent to like a suicide mission into space, you know, in a whole other galaxy to save mankind. He was a teacher, right? And I'm just a homer. And I'm like, I didn't expect to be able to juggle all this, and yet I'm pulling it off. Yeah, maybe I am far more capable than I thought I was. I am. There are just some times where I hope that there was this abstract sedation in which life would just like put me into a coma, and then the next thing I know, I'm already like dealing with the thing and surviving it. I don't know, guys. What else can I add there? Future homers, happy birthday as well. I don't know. You did an incredible job. Okay, 20 years. That's something already. I don't know if you can put that up in your resume. Age 20. Oh my gosh, this is just so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so down bad. Yeah. Lesson number 20. I don't know. I think that was a good take. I'll take that one. I think that's like over. I've been here for like over an hour.